Beardy Bros Golf Show, back again. I'm Rod.
And I'm Marcus.
A little bit of a quietish week this week. Coming off of the Ryder Cup. Did I also shout out to the Rangers going up 2-0 on the Baltimore
Yes,
Orioles
sir.
in the MLB playoffs. So shout out to our DFW local teams today. Out here representing. Also, when it comes to DFW, had an LPGA tournament, the Ascendant Championship
Yeah.
with I think it's Hojoy Kim winning today. Not far behind that, a couple of places down was Lexi Thompson, which that's one of our kind of discussion points today. Lexi Thompson next week will be playing in the Shriners Children's Open in Las Vegas on a sponsor's exemption. What do you think about that, man?
I think it's good. I think it's good for the game. I think anytime that, you're doing Michelle Wee type stuff again, I think it's cool. Vegas is going to be pretty dry. The fairways are always rolling out on that course. So it's not like distance should be a problem. And it's not like she's not going to play the same tee that they are. So I don't see the problem in why she can't join up and play with them and see if she can make a cut. I think it's going to be a
Yeah.
good idea.
She will, I think, be the seventh woman, not necessarily a different woman, because like you mentioned, Michelle, we had quite a few starts on the PGA Tour, but the last woman to
Yeah.
make a cut was Babe Zaharias back in the day. So it has been a while since
A
a woman has
while.
made the cut on a PGA Tour event. So we'll see if Lexi has it in the bag. I mean, the guys on the PGA Tour are competing at a super high level. So, do I expect her to do horribly? No. But some added distance off the tee. If she can get some wedges in and give herself some opportunities, the game seems to be rounding out. She played well in the Solheim Cup here a few weeks ago, and like I said, a pretty high finish this week. Hopefully, she was able to kind of parlay that into some good play. Really up and down year this year. Particularly at the Solheim Cup, even though she played well. Day one had some controversy about her not answering questions, so I'm hoping she's able to really pull it all together.
Okay, and Lexi, could you talk about the third shot at 18? There was some question on what you were trying to do and what you actually did do on the third shot. Could you just go through it for us?
I don't need to comment on that.
Excuse me?
I don't need to comment on the chip. It was a bad lie, and I didn't hit a good chip, but it was pretty much impossible. So,
Okay, thank you.
All right, to Amy, and then down front.
terrible question.
One of the stories kind of coming off of the Lexi Thompson exemption is Peter Malnati, PGA Tour veteran, one of the player directors, called it a gimmick. I don't know if an advisor came and told him, hey man, you might want to reconsider that statement, or if he was starting to get some backlash, but and just said that the PGA Tour didn't have to attempt gimmicks to get ratings, that they would do just fine. What do you think about my man coming out with the shots fired early on and then having to backtrack off of that statement? Do you feel any kind of gimmick, aspects to that?
No. So as far as the PGA and the LPGA goes, they probably have some type of partnership going, but I don't think anything is gimmicky in the PGA. I think that there's a lot of behind the scenes things going on, but as far as like viewership and popularity and things like that, it might be a ploy for that. But there's nothing gimmicky about this. You're acting like Lexi Thompson wasn't like a teenage prodigy, didn't come on the LPGA when she was like 16, 17. It's not like she doesn't have the pedigree. I just think it was just another time when somebody thought they could jump fly on a situation and they got hushed up. Sometimes you just got to stay in your lane and worry about what you have in front of you. And
Yeah.
this is one of those cases, brother, because you already have your money made. You already have your PGA status. If some LPGA star comes in and gets a PGA exemption, so be it. It's not going to take away from
Right.
you. it's not going to do it, deter anything that you have going on. So I don't even understand why a comment was made. I mean,
Right.
Nelly Corda comes out on an exemption, or Lynn Grant or somebody like that that's star studded at the moment. What are you going to say then? Possibly the number one player in the world, and then Lynn Grant, who's already won on the DP World Tour, Scandinavian mixed. So what happens if they come on tour? Are you going to still be saying these obtuse comments and stuff like that? I just think it's
Right.
not a place for it.
I mean, exemptions are exemptions. There's one, there's a handful of them every single week on the PGA Tour. I'm
Exactly.
pretty sure there's some people that get them, whether it be a local club pro or somebody that you would say, from a talent perspective, may not fit in with the PGA Tour guys. But again, if they make the cut, they make the cut, right? If they go out there and throw up a double digit, over par performance, it is what it is. But it is
Yeah.
interesting because it has been a while since Michelle Wee has done it, and we just haven't seen it. So I'm interested to see how it ends up playing out. And yeah, I agree. No gimmicks there. It is, just something that is cool. I mean, clearly,
Right.
this is a
Exactly.
charitable event. It brings eyes to the event, and it feels like the off season. I know we're not in full on wraparound mode anymore, but honestly, with the event coming up, the Grant Thornton with the mixed event, I think this is definitely it was a misstep to even read the room. These type of
Right.
things are going to become more common where there's going to be mixing of the women and men on the professional level.
100%.
It's just not going to be, even if you think about the father son, the PNC at the end of the year. The
Yeah.
Corda young ladies play with their dad, so yeah, it's just kind of silly. And again, read the room, understand where you're coming from, and don't get caught with a hot mic in your face and not really applying some thought to that as well. So